Client testimonials help conversions on your website. So let's talk about where we need to put them. First, I'll say there's no magic spot of where they specifically need to go. It's not like they need to be on the homepage banner or on a specific place. I actually always recommend to my clients and to anybody in my audience that you sprinkle them around your website. Now, I do think you can also have a dedicated testimonials page, and I will show you an example. I will actually show you mine. And I think this can sometimes be helpful, especially when you've been in business as long as I have. I've been in business for 13 years. I have a lot of testimonials. And that's not something to, I'm not trying to brag about that, but I do have a lot of testimonials. And it can really clutter up my sales page if I am trying to fit 10 plus years of testimonials on a sales page. So, I want to show you a few different ways you can kind of incorporate testimonials into your website on different pages. Now, again, there's no magical place to put them. I recommend try to have some on your homepage, sometimes if you can on your about page, but really, really try to have them on your sales pages or service pages, product pages, anything like that is really going to help because people want to see that social proof while they are making the decision. And we don't want to have to make them click to go over to the testimonials page to learn more about what it's like to work with you. So let me show you some examples. So this is my homepage. And at first, it's just copy about working with me, my services. There's examples of my work. And then here you can kind of see here's one testimonial added in right there. Then I have another one right here underneath. Um, and then, so I only have two on the homepage. We don't need to have a lot. I often get asked, like, well, how many should I add per page? It really depends on what the page is and how much copy you have on that page. Because if you have 200 words on a page, which would be very basically, not a lot of copy, uh, you're not going to want 5 testimonials on that page. And then sometimes too many testimonials also in general can feel just overwhelming. Again, that's why I don't want to clutter up my sales pages with too many testimonials. I also want to show you one of my clients, Sarah. So this is one of her sales pages, and we have this little call out box right here. So in the first banner, we are already showing a testimonial. Now you'll see that this is a fairly short testimonial, and that is totally fine. I know that sometimes I often have clients who are lucky enough to get really long testimonials, people who kind of shared the before and after of like, I was struggling with all these symptoms. I was going through XYZ. I tried this and I tried that and it didn't work and this didn't work. And then I worked with so and so and it's just on and on and on. Those are good, but also they are way too long, especially in a sales page. And then as you scroll through this page and you're learning about the service, you'll see we've incorporated testimonial sections right in the middle of it so people can kind of see this social proof as they're learning about the offer. And you'll also notice that I've broken this up. So these aren't terribly long, but they're long enough that we wanted to kind of call attention to them because we also don't want these to just be big blocks of text that get skipped over. So with the color and a little bit of a graphic element, we're trying to call some attention to these testimonials. You'll see we keep scrolling, there's pictures, and here is another testimonial section that we have. And this one especially was a little bit longer. So of course we broke that up. I also recommend when you're going through testimonials, really pay attention to like, what is the biggest benefit that what's the main focus of this testimonial that I want to pull out? And either that can be your header or you can just shorten that to just that main point. Often I will kind of Shorten the testimonials for my clients and remove some of the redundant copy because we don't need to read 6 testimonials about how nice you are. Obviously, people wanna know you're nice, but we don't need to see it like 6 or 7 times. So, when you are looking at your testimonials and saying, "Okay, which ones do I want on this page? Which ones do I wanna use? Which ones have the biggest impact?" Think about how like, is there any, like, extra information that just doesn't really need to be here, is not that impactful? Um, and think about what you can kind of remove from the testimonial and if there's anything redundant from that. I wanted to show you another client example. So this is Starla's website, and you can see here, this is her homepage. So here we go, a little bit of information. And then we have this kind of fun little banner where we have another, a graphic element to call some attention, and then a fairly short-ish testimonial. And then Starla, one of her sales pages. So we're learning about the program. This is what she does. This is, what's included. Here's what, more information, more information. And then down here, again, we have kind of a graphic element, a picture to draw attention, and then the testimonial here. And then we kind of repeated that section down here. So very simple, just including, I usually say at least 2 to 3 testimonials on a sales page. That does depend on how long your sales page is, though. So think about if you have a lot of text and you have one of those really, really long um, sales pages, you might want to uh, include a few more testimonials. I know people often use testimonial sliders where you can just click through. I don't love these. I don't really think that users are going to sit there and click through the testimonials. So if you're going to do this, limit it to 3 to 4 slides in that slider and put the most impactful one first so that's a guarantee people will see it. You can have a testimonials page, but I think case studies are becoming more popular and more impactful than just a page of case studies or a page of testimonials, because that is just a big wall of text. And I mean, think about what if you go to Yelp and you're like, "Oh, okay, like let me see what people are saying about this restaurant or whatever." You're kind of skimming through all of them and like, okay, a lot of people are mentioning the chicken pizza or whatever. They're not meticulously reading every single testimonial there, or every Yelp review. And so we don't want that to happen to you. So this is where those longer testimonials can be really good in a case study. And so this is my testimonials page. It's also, I've incorporated a lot of visuals to help break it up, which is easy for me to do as a designer. This can be more difficult if you're someone like a copywriter, a dietitian, because there's not always a photo to to show. And so you'll see I have testimonial or case studies right here at the top that people can read through. I've got some images, some screenshots for SEO results that I've gotten people. And then I have testimonials right here. Like I said, there are a lot of places you can incorporate testimonials on your site. There's no perfect answer, but the what really matters is that you just have them on your site, around your site, not just on a testimonials page. So I hope this was helpful. If you have questions, let me know down in the comments. Otherwise, I will see y'all next time.